There were godly kings like David, and there were ungodly kings like Ahab. The prophets had what we call the kingmaker anointing. And one of the prophets in the Bible that possesses anointing was Samuel the prophet. He had what we call a kingmaker anointing. And in the Old Testament, you always see that pattern that the prophets anointed the next king. So with the prophet, with the prophetic ministry, are you following? In the church is a kingmaker anointing. So during election period, this is why you will see many politicians trying to go to the church, trying to lobby, trying to win the hearts of the church, trying to kneel down so that the prophet or the pastor will pray for them. They know. These wicked politicians, they know that the church has authority. But even the church herself, we don't know what we have. Because if the church knew what she had, the kingmaker anointing, you won't lay your hands suddenly on any man. You won't lay your hands suddenly on any politician, so that you will not partake in the sins of that politician. Do you know why many churches are failed and struggling and poor? Because the church anointed a king that God did not anoint. And by so doing, that church became a part of, that church also partook of the sin of that man. It is okay for a church to say, no, you are not the Lord's anointed. We will not vote for you. The church must become that audacious again. All these ones that during election, 3 politicians will come to church, and the man of God will pray and bless the 3 politicians. All this gambling we are doing, all this joke, all this comedy, this joke we are joking in church, and you are complaining that there are wicked leaders, wicked politicians. Of course there will be. When this politician goes to this church, this man anoints him, this prophet anoints him, that one goes to that church, that prophet anoints him, that one goes to that church, and the church in a nation has anointed 5 presidential candidates. So you are now complaining that there is no unity in the nation. You are complaining that there is no order in the nation. Anointing is now fighting anointing. Grace is fighting grace. Ordination is fighting ordination. And the wicked politician that will not come to church, that is worshiping Satan, will still become the president over the ones that even went to church to be anointed as king. That is the problem, the diagnosis of the church in Nigeria. We don't know what we have, so we misbehave. We behave anyhow. We are loose. We are reckless. We are reckless about spirituality. We bring comedians to the house of God because we don't know who and what we are. The king anointing, the kingmaker anointing. Samuel had